Stop scrolling. Place your hand on your solar plexus right now, right above your navel. Press gently. If you feel tightness or a knot, that's your nervous system in survival mode, physically blocking abundance. This isn't metaphor. In 1998, Dr. Bruce Lipton at Stanford proved that 95% of your financial reality is controlled by subconscious programs installed before you were 7 years old, which means every manifestation technique you've tried has been fighting against code you didn't even know was running. In the next 60 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact 3 energetic blocks creating electromagnetic interference in your biofield and the somatic protocol to clear them permanently. This isn't positive thinking. This is applied neuroscience and quantum physics. Let's begin. Open your eyes, because what I'm about to reveal in the next hour will completely shatter your understanding of wealth. Not your understanding of business strategies or investment tactics, but the actual physics of how money flows through the quantum field and why your consciousness has been blocking it without you even knowing. I know what you've been through. You've tried the manifestation techniques. You've written the affirmations. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. You've created vision boards with images of your dream life. Maybe you've even worked with money mindset coaches who told you to release your limiting beliefs. And maybe some of it worked. For a moment, you might have received an unexpected check, a small windfall, a brief period where money seemed easier. But then, like gravity pulling you back down, you return to the same financial baseline, the same anxiety about bills, the same ceiling you can't seem to break through, the same feeling of working harder and harder while abundance remains just out of reach. And here's what I need you to hear. You're not financially cursed. You're not bad with money. You're not being punished by the universe. You're operating with a fundamental misunderstanding of what money actually is at the quantum level. You've been trying to attract abundance while your biofield, your electromagnetic signature, is broadcasting the frequency of scarcity. And the universe doesn't respond to your thoughts. It responds to your frequency. What makes this approach revolutionary is that we're going to integrate 3 dimensions of wealth that have never been brought together this way. The quantum physics of money flow. We're going to explore the actual science of electromagnetic fields and how your nervous system's coherence, or lack of it, determines which financial timelines you can access. This isn't metaphor. Your heart generates a measurable electromagnetic field that literally broadcasts a signal into the quantum field of possibility. Energy, self-care as wealth medicine. You're going to discover why every wealthy person, whether they realize it or not, operates from a specific nervous system state. We'll explore how trauma stored in your body creates energetic blocks that prevent money from flowing to you, and the precise somatic practices that clear these blocks. Natural magic of abundance. We're going to work with the forgotten wisdom of nature's abundance cycles, the lunar phases that amplify manifestation, the elemental forces that govern flow and accumulation, the Earth's own electromagnetic rhythms that can synchronize your wealth frequency. When you align these 3, quantum science, energetic healing, and natural magic, something extraordinary happens. You don't just think positive about money. You literally shift into a timeline where financial abundance is your natural state, where opportunities appear effortlessly, where synchronicities bring wealth to you in ways your logical mind could never have planned. Before we dive deeper, I need to prepare you. This content is financially activational. As you watch this video, you might notice sensations in your body, particularly in your solar plexus or heart center. You might feel unexpected emotions, anger about past financial trauma, grief about lost opportunities, or sudden excitement about possibilities you'd given up on. You might experience an urgent impulse to make a financial decision you've been avoiding. This isn't random. This is your system recognizing truth. This is your subconscious mind realizing it's been operating from false programming. This is your body starting to release the energetic blocks that have kept abundance away. Trust the sensations. Trust the emotions. Your body knows the frequency of wealth better than your mind does. And in the next hour, we're going to teach your entire system how to broadcast that frequency permanently. Let's begin the journey from scarcity consciousness to quantum abundance. For years, I've been studying the intersection between quantum physics, neuroscience, and wealth consciousness, not as someone promoting get-rich-quick schemes or spiritual bypassing, but as someone committed to understanding the truth, whether that truth lives in the equations of quantum mechanics or in the ancient wisdom traditions about energy and abundance. And what I've discovered has fundamentally changed how I understand money, wealth, and prosperity. Here's the revolutionary truth that will transform everything for you. Money is not a thing you chase. Money is a frequency you broadcast. Wealth is not something you acquire. Wealth is a timeline you shift into. At the quantum level, there is no such thing as lack of money. There are infinite timelines where you're already wealthy. Infinite parallel realities where the version of you who made different choices, who operated from a different frequency, is living in complete financial abundance. You're not trying to create wealth. You're trying to shift into the timeline where wealth already exists for you. This isn't positive thinking. This is physics. Today, you're going to receive the complete wealth frequency map, the quantum field of infinite wealth. How quantum mechanics proves that abundant and scarce timelines exist simultaneously, and why your observation collapses one into your experience. Part 2. Your nervous system as financial thermostat. The neuroscience of why your body has a wealth set point and how childhood programming installed a financial ceiling you can't think your way past. Part 3. The electromagnetic signature of abundance. How your heart's biofield broadcasts a measurable frequency that either attracts or repels financial opportunities before they even manifest physically. Part 4. Trauma as wealth block. Why unresolved survival stress in your nervous system creates energetic barriers that prevent money from flowing to you, and the somatic practices that clear these blocks. Part 5. The Lunar Wealth Cycle Protocol. How to work with natural lunar phases to amplify manifestation, release scarcity, and open channels for abundance. Part 6. The Complete Quantum Wealth Mastery System. Your 90-day protocol for permanently shifting into the abundant timeline. This isn't about working harder. This isn't about hustling or sacrificing your well-being for money. This is about understanding that wealth operates according to quantum principles, and those principles can be learned, practiced, and mastered. 1982. A physicist named Alain Aspect is conducting an experiment in Paris that will shatter our understanding of reality forever. He's not thinking about money. He's not trying to solve financial problems. He's trying to test something Einstein called spooky action at a distance, the phenomenon of quantum entanglement. Here's what he discovers. When two particles become entangled at the quantum level, they remain connected regardless of distance. Change the state of one particle, and the other particle changes instantly, faster than the speed of light, violating everything classical physics said was possible. The particles aren't sending signals to each other. They're not communicating. They're entangled. They exist as one system, even when separated by vast distances. This experiment has been repeated thousands of times. The results are always the same. Quantum entanglement is not theory. It's measured, proven, undeniable reality. But here's where it gets profound for your wealth. If particles can be entangled across space, if changing one instantly affects the other, Then what about you and money? What if you and abundance are already entangled at the quantum level? What if wealth isn't something out there that you need to chase, but something you're already connected to, and you just need to change your state to access it? What if the reason you're experiencing financial struggle isn't that you lack opportunity, but that your nervous system is broadcasting a frequency of separation from the abundance that's already quantum mechanically connected to you? Think about it. Every truly wealthy person you've ever studied operates from a fundamentally different nervous system state than someone in scarcity. It's not about their thoughts, it's about their frequency. Their body doesn't carry the vibration of survival stress. Their heart field broadcasts coherence and trust rather than fear and contraction. And when your biofield broadcasts that frequency, the quantum field, which is entangled with every possibility including wealth, responds by collapsing the abundant timeline into your experience. But entanglement is just the beginning. Because when we look at how your nervous system actually creates your financial reality moment by moment, when we understand the measurable electromagnetic field your heart generates and how it interacts with the field of possibility, we discover something even more radical. Your body has a financial thermostat, a wealth set point programmed into your nervous system before you were 7 years old. And that set point is broadcasting a frequency right now that's determining which financial timeline you experience. Let me show you exactly how this works. Here's the scientific point that changes everything about wealth. Your nervous system has a financial set point, a baseline level of safety and abundance it will allow. And this set point was programmed by age 7 through lived experiences that have nothing to do with your current worthiness or effort. In 1998, Dr. Bruce Lipton, a cellular biologist at Stanford, published research that revolutionized our understanding of how beliefs shape biology. He discovered that the subconscious mind, which operates 95% of your daily behavior, is essentially a tape recorder. Between ages 0 to 7, your brain operates primarily in theta wave state, the same brainwave frequency used in hypnosis. During these years, your subconscious downloads every experience, every emotional pattern, every financial interaction you witness. If you grew up watching your parents stress about money, hearing phrases like, "money doesn't grow on trees," or "we can't afford that," witnessing financial conflict or scarcity, your nervous system recorded this as truth about how the world works. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between their experience and universal law. It absorbed those patterns as programming. This is how much safety and abundance is available in reality. Here are the numbers that matter. Dr. Lipton's research shows that 95% of your life is controlled by subconscious programs installed before age 7. Only 5% is conscious intention and willpower, which means you can consciously want abundance, visualize wealth, affirm prosperity all day long, but if your subconscious programming says money is scarce or I'm not worthy of wealth, that 5% conscious desire is completely overridden by the 95% subconscious broadcast. Your nervous system has essentially a wealth thermostat set to a specific temperature. Go above it, and your subconscious will sabotage you back down. Try to live below it, and opportunities will bring you back up. But breaking through that ceiling requires reprogramming the nervous system itself, not just changing your thoughts. And before you think, "I'll just work harder and push through it," understand this: your body doesn't care about your willpower. Your nervous system operates on frequency, not force. When you try to force yourself into wealth while broadcasting the frequency of unworthiness or scarcity, you create internal incoherence. And incoherence repels the very opportunities that would bring abundance. You're not trying harder. You're learning to broadcast differently. Here's what most people miss. Money doesn't flow to you. because you deserve it or work hard for it. Money flows to you because your electromagnetic field broadcasts a frequency of safety and openness that allows abundance to land in your reality. Think of your nervous system like a radio tower. Every moment, it's broadcasting a signal into the field of quantum possibilities. That signal is generated by your heart's electromagnetic field, which is 60 times stronger in electrical amplitude than your brain, and 5,000 times stronger in magnetic strength. When you're in survival mode, stressed, anxious, fearful about money, your nervous system broadcasts what's called incoherent frequency. Your heart rhythm becomes chaotic and jagged. This signal tells the quantum field, I am unsafe, I am in danger, resources are scarce, I need to protect what I have. And the quantum field, which operates like a mirror, reflects that frequency back to you as experiences that confirm scarcity. Not because you're being punished, but because the field responds to what you're broadcasting, not what you're thinking or wanting. But when you shift into what HeartMath Institute calls coherence, when your heart, brain, and gut synchronize into a smooth, harmonic rhythm, you broadcast a completely different signal. I am safe, I am open, I trust the flow. Abundance is natural, and suddenly, the quantum field starts collapsing different possibilities. Opportunities appear. People think of you. Synchronicities bring resources. Money flows more easily, not because you're working harder, but because you're allowing it through your frequency. If you're broadcasting survival frequency, you'll attract jobs that drain you but feel safe, clients who underpay and disrespect your boundaries, financial opportunities that feel urgent and pressured, relationships where you have to prove your worth. If you're broadcasting coherence frequency, you'll attract work that energizes and fulfills you, clients who value and invest in your gifts, financial opportunities that feel aligned and easeful, relationships where abundance is mutual and flowing. Same person, same skills, different broadcast frequency, completely different financial timeline. And here's the part that's hard to accept. You can't fake coherence. You can't force it. Your nervous system knows the difference between authentic safety and performative positivity. If you're trying to be positive about money while your body is carrying unresolved trauma, your broadcast remains incoherent, and the field responds to the body's frequency, not the mind's affirmations. So how do you shift your nervous system from survival frequency to abundance frequency? How do you reprogram that subconscious wealth thermostat? The answer is somatic coherence. You must teach your body, not just your mind, that it's safe to receive abundance, that wealth won't threaten your survival, that you can hold more without losing yourself. The Daily Wealth Frequency Activation Protocol. Step 1. Nervous system reset. 3 minutes. Before you check your bank account, before you think about money, before you engage with financial stress, sit comfortably with your feet flat on the ground. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Breathe. Inhale for 5 counts. Exhale for 5 counts. Focus on making your exhale slightly longer than your inhale. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest state, where receiving is possible. Do this for at least 20 breaths, feeling your body relax with each exhale. Step 2. Heart coherence activation. 4 minutes. Continue the 5 to 5 breathing, but now focus all your attention on your heart center. As you breathe, imagine the breath flowing in and out of your heart. Now, and this is crucial, recall a genuine moment of gratitude, not about money, about anything. A moment with a loved one, a beautiful sunset, a pet you cherished, a time you felt truly safe and happy. Feel that emotion in your chest. Let it build. This isn't intellectual. You must feel it somatically. Your heart rhythm will begin to shift into coherence, broadcasting a new frequency. Step 3. Wealth. Timeline embodiment. 5 minutes. From this coherent state, imagine a version of you who already lives in abundance. Don't visualize what you would buy. Feel what you would feel. What does financial safety feel like in your body? What does generosity without fear feel like? What does trusting the flow feel like? What does receiving without guilt feel like? Breathe these feelings into every cell. Let your nervous system experience this state as current reality, not future possibility. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference. You're literally installing a new wealth set point. Step 4. Somatic anchoring. 1 minute. Place both hands over your heart. Say aloud, "This is important." Speaking engages more neural pathways. I am safe in abundance. My body knows how to receive. Wealth flows to me naturally because I broadcast the frequency of trust. Stand up. Take 3 steps forward as a physical gesture of stepping into the new financial timeline. When you first do this practice, your survival mind will resist. It will say, "This is stupid," or "I still have bills to pay," or "This won't change my bank account." That's normal. Your ego is designed to keep you in familiar patterns. But if you do this practice for 40 days consecutively, every morning before engaging with money or financial stress, you will notice shifts, unexpected opportunities, money arriving from surprising sources, a feeling of ease you haven't experienced around finances in years. Now, before you rush off to try this, there's something critical I need to tell you about why this practice fails for most people, even when they do it correctly. And it has to do with what quantum physics calls the collapse of the wave function, and how your observation literally creates your financial reality. Let's go to the quantum level, where reality gets truly strange. The act of observation collapses infinite financial possibilities into one experienced reality. Your consciousness doesn't just perceive wealth or scarcity, it selects which timeline becomes real. In 1927, physicist Werner Heisenberg discovered what would become known as the uncertainty principle. But the implications go far beyond what most people understand. He found that at the quantum level, particles don't have definite properties until they're observed. Before measurement, an electron exists as a wave of probability, simultaneously in multiple states, multiple locations, multiple possibilities. But the instant you observe it, the instant consciousness interacts with it, the wave function collapses. All those infinite possibilities reduce to one actual, measurable reality. This phenomenon has been demonstrated thousands of times. It's not philosophy or interpretation. It's measurable, repeatable physics. Consciousness determines which possibility becomes actual. Now apply this to wealth. Right now, in the quantum field, there exist infinite timelines. In one timeline, you received that job offer. In another, you didn't. In one timeline, the unexpected check arrived. In another, it was lost in the mail. In one timeline, your business idea succeeded. In another, it failed. All of these possibilities exist simultaneously as quantum potential. Here's the data. According to quantum field theory, every possible outcome of every decision exists as a superposition of states, until observation collapses it into experience. For any financial decision you face right now, whether to invest, whether to change jobs, whether to start that business, there are at minimum 2 possible timelines, where n is the number of binary choices involved. Even a simple decision with 10 yes-no factors creates 1,024 possible timeline outcomes. And which timeline collapses into your experience, the one that matches your frequency in the moment of observation. And before you think this only applies to subatomic particles, understand You are subatomic particles. Your body contains approximately 7 × 10⁻27 atoms, each operating according to quantum mechanics. Every financial interaction, every business meeting, every salary negotiation, every investment decision is a quantum observation, collapsing infinite possibilities into one timeline. And what determines which timeline? Not your credentials, not your experience, your electromagnetic frequency in that moment. Here's what changes everything about manifestation. Every moment, infinite financial timelines branch out like a tree. Your observation, specifically the frequency your heart is broadcasting when you observe, collapses one branch into your experienced reality. Imagine standing at a cosmic ATM. This ATM has infinite accounts, each representing a different financial timeline. One account has $100, another has $1,000, another has $10,000, another has millions. All of these accounts exist simultaneously in the quantum field. They're not potential, they're actual in their respective timelines. Now you approach the ATM to make a withdrawal, but here's the key. This ATM doesn't read your PIN number. It reads your frequency. It reads the electromagnetic signature your heart is broadcasting. If you approach broadcasting fear, I hope there's enough. The ATM connects to the timeline where there isn't enough, not as punishment, as resonance. You're literally tuning into that frequency. If you approach broadcasting trust, I know I'm supported. The ATM connects to the timeline where abundance flows. Same ATM, same you, different broadcast frequency, completely different account access. That job interview tomorrow, there's a timeline where they offer you 50K, a timeline where they offer 75K, and a timeline where they offer 100K. All three exist as quantum possibility right now. What determines which timeline collapses into your experience? Not your resume, not your qualifications, your heart coherence in the moment of negotiation. If you're broadcasting, "I hope they like me," or "I need this job," you collapse the lower compensation timeline. If you're broadcasting, "I know my worth and I trust I'm exactly where I need to be," you collapse the higher compensation timeline. The future isn't predetermined. The future is a probability field, and probability responds to frequency. But here's what makes this challenging. Most people approach financial opportunities from a nervous system state of contraction rather than expansion. They're so afraid of losing what they have, they unconsciously collapse timelines of limitation. Your body's survival programming says, play it safe, don't risk, protect what you've got. And that frequency, no matter what your conscious mind wants, collapses the limited timeline. So how do you train your nervous system to broadcast expansion rather than contraction when facing financial opportunities? How do you stay in coherence when the stakes feel high? The answer is pre-coherence preparation. You establish the frequency before the opportunity, so your body already knows this state is safe. The pre-opportunity coherence protocol. Step 1, identify your financial trigger. 2 minutes. Sit quietly. Think about an upcoming financial opportunity, a negotiation, an interview, a pitch, an investment decision. Notice what happens in your body when you think about it. Does your chest tighten? Does your breath become shallow? Does your stomach clench? These physical responses are your nervous system going into contraction, broadcasting the frequency of fear. Don't judge it, just observe it. Name it, "My body is afraid I won't get this opportunity," or "My body is afraid I'll make the wrong choice." Step 2, resource the opposite experience. 3 minutes. Now, recall a time, any time, doesn't have to be about money, when you felt completely confident and safe. Maybe a time you succeeded at something, maybe a moment of being feeling loved unconditionally, maybe a childhood memory of pure joy. Find a real memory. Access the feeling. What does confidence feel like in your chest? What does safety feel like in your belly? What does trust feel like in your heart? Breathe into that feeling for at least 20 breaths, letting it fill your entire body. Step 3. Future timeline embodiment. 5 minutes. Now, from this resourced state, imagine yourself in the financial opportunity, but don't watch yourself like a movie. Be yourself. See through your own eyes. Imagine the negotiation, the interview, the pitch happening. But in this imagination, you're broadcasting coherence. Your chest is open, your breath is deep, your heart is calm and trusting. Feel yourself responding from this state. Notice how different your energy is, how different your voice sounds, how different decisions feel when made from coherence rather than fear. You're not visualizing an outcome, you're practicing a frequency. Your nervous system is learning, I can be coherent in this situation. This is safe. Step 4. Somatic reset protocol. 3 minutes. Before any important financial interaction, whether it's checking your bank account, making a purchase, attending a meeting, do this 2-minute reset. Place both hands over your heart. Take 5 deep breaths. Inhale 5, exhale 7. Recall a moment of gratitude, any moment, not about money. Feel that emotion filling your chest. Say silently, I am safe, I am open, I trust the flow. Open your eyes and proceed from this state. You'll be tempted to skip this before small financial interactions. Don't. Your nervous system doesn't distinguish between big and small money decisions. Every interaction is practice. Every moment you choose coherence over contraction, you're literally rewiring your wealth thermostat. It will feel mechanical at first. That's normal. After 30 to 60 days of consistent practice, coherence becomes your default state, and that's when quantum leaps happen. Now, there's one more piece that most wealth teachers completely miss, and it has to do with the energetic blocks in your body. Stored trauma, inherited patterns, cellular memories that create resistance to receiving even when you're broadcasting coherence. Let's talk about something that changes everything about wealth manifestation. Your body stores financial trauma in your tissues. Unresolved experiences of scarcity, rejection, and unworthiness create measurable energetic blocks that physically prevent abundance from flowing into your life, even when you're doing all the mindset work correctly. In 2014, Dr. Bessel van der Kolk published groundbreaking research at Boston University showing that trauma isn't stored in your mind. It's stored in your body. His team used brain imaging to demonstrate that traumatic experiences create physical changes in the nervous system, particularly in areas that regulate safety, trust, and openness to receiving. But here's what most people don't know. Financial trauma operates the same way as physical trauma. When you experience scarcity as a child, watching your parents fight about money, feeling the stress of not enough, being told you couldn't have what you wanted, your nervous system encoded these experiences as cellular memory. Your body literally learned, resources are limited, the world is unsafe, I must contract and protect. Dr. van der Kolk's research shows these memories don't live in your thinking brain. They live in your brainstem, your limbic system, your fascia, your gut. They operate below conscious awareness, creating automatic responses that sabotage abundance before your conscious mind even registers what's happening. Here are the measurements that matter. Studies using EMG, electromyography, show that when people with financial trauma think about money, their muscles contract measurably, particularly in the solar plexus, jaw, shoulders, and pelvic floor. This isn't psychological. This is physical. Your body is literally creating energetic constriction, and where there's constriction, energy cannot flow. Money, which is energy in physical form, cannot flow through a constricted system. HeartMath Institute's research shows that this somatic contraction disrupts heart coherence by an average of 60–80%. Your electromagnetic field becomes chaotic, and that chaotic field broadcasts into the quantum field, collapsing timelines of limitation rather than abundance. And before you think, I'll just release the trauma through therapy or journaling, understand this: talk therapy accesses your thinking brain, but financial trauma lives in your body. You cannot think your way out of a somatic block. You must release it through the body itself. This is why people can understand their money issues intellectually, can trace them back to childhood, can articulate their limiting beliefs, and still not experience financial breakthrough. The blocks aren't in their understanding, they're in their tissues. Here's the truth that changes everything. Your body has energy channels called meridians in Chinese medicine, nadis in yogic tradition, and financial trauma creates literal blockages in these channels that prevent abundance from circulating through your system. Think of your body like a river system. Energy, including financial energy, needs to flow freely from the universe through your crown, down through your body, and into manifestation in the physical world. But trauma creates dams in this river. A childhood experience where you were shamed for wanting something creates a dam in your throat chakra. You literally cannot ask for what you deserve. An experience where you saw a parent lose everything creates a dam in your root chakra. Your foundation feels unsafe, so you unconsciously sabotage before you can lose what you've built. An experience where you were told you're too much or not enough creates a dam in your solar plexus. Your personal power center becomes blocked, so you cannot stand in your worth during negotiations. These aren't metaphors. Traditional Chinese medicine has documented these energy channels for thousands of years, and modern science is beginning to validate their existence through biofield measurements and fascia research. When these channels are blocked, it doesn't matter how much you want abundance. It doesn't matter how hard you work. Energy, including money, literally cannot flow through you. It's like trying to fill a bucket that has holes in the bottom, or trying to water a garden when the hose has multiple kinks. If you have blocks in your root chakra, base of spine, you'll experience chronic financial insecurity, no matter how much you earn, fear of investing or taking calculated risks, inability to build sustainable wealth. Money comes and goes. If you have blocks in your solar plexus, above navel, you'll experience difficulty negotiating for fair compensation, giving your power away to authority figures, undercharging for your services because you can't hold your worth. If you have blocks in your heart chakra, center of chest, you'll experience guilt about receiving abundance, feeling like you don't deserve wealth, sabotaging opportunities that would bring prosperity. Same person, same skills, different energetic blockages, completely different financial realities. And here's what makes this so challenging. You cannot see these blocks. You cannot think them away. And most people don't even know they exist until they start doing somatic awareness practices. You've been trying to build wealth while carrying invisible energetic blockages that make wealth impossible, like trying to drive with the emergency brake on. So how do you clear these energetic blocks? How do you release financial trauma that's been stored in your body, sometimes for decades, sometimes inherited from your ancestors? The answer is somatic release work. You must create safety in the nervous system first, then guide the body to release the stored contraction through breath, movement, and conscious awareness. The financial trauma release protocol. Step 1. Body scan for financial blocks. 5 minutes. Lie down comfortably. Close your eyes. Take 10 deep breaths to settle into your body. Now, think about money. Think about your bank account. Think about your debt or your financial goals. As you think about money, scan your body from head to toe. Where do you feel tightness, contraction, heaviness, nausea, heat, cold? Common areas where financial trauma lodges. Jaw, inability to speak up for your worth. Throat, can't ask for what you need. Chest, heart, guilt about receiving. Solar plexus, powerlessness. Lower belly, survival fear. Pelvic floor, shame about needs. Don't judge what you find. Just observe and locate the sensation. Step 2. Breathwork for energetic release. 7 minutes. Focus on the area where you feel the strongest contraction. Place your hand there. Begin conscious connected breathing. Inhale deeply into that area for 4 counts. Exhale completely for 6 counts. No pause between breaths. This is crucial. The continuous breathing moves stuck energy. As you breathe into the blocked area, you might feel intensification of sensation. This is good. Energy is moving. Emotional release, tears, anger, grief. Let it flow. Shaking or trembling. Your nervous system is discharging. Heat or tingling. Energy is circulating again. Continue this breathing for at least 5 minutes. If emotions come, allow them. Your body is releasing what it's been holding. Step 3. Somatic movement for integration. 5 minutes. After the breath work, begin gentle movement to integrate the release. Shake your entire body vigorously for 2 minutes. This discharges excess activation. Do spinal waves on hands and knees. Arch and round your spine slowly. This moves energy through your central channel. Self-massage the areas that were contracted. This signals safety to your tissues. Step 4. Energetic boundary reset. 3 minutes. Stand up. Visualize your body surrounded by a sphere of golden light extending 3 feet in all directions. This is your energetic boundary. Say aloud, I release all financial trauma that is not mine. I release ancestral patterns of scarcity. I reclaim my natural birthright of abundance. My energy field is clear, open, and magnetizing wealth. Physically brush your hands down your body from head to toe, as if brushing away old energy. Then reach your arms up and out, as if opening to receive from the universe. This practice might bring up unexpected emotions or memories. That's not only normal, it's the point. Your body has been holding these experiences for years, maybe decades. When they surface, you're not falling apart, you're healing. Do this protocol weekly for the first month, then monthly as maintenance. Some blocks release in one session. Others, especially ancestral or childhood trauma, may take multiple sessions. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. Cliffhanger, 30 segundos. Now there's one final piece that brings everything together. Something that combines quantum physics, energetic clearing, and natural magic in a way that can create quantum leaps in your financial reality. And it has to do with working with nature's abundance cycles rather than against them. As promised, I'm going to reveal the #1 mistake that prevents 90% of people from successfully manifesting wealth, even when they understand all the quantum physics, even when they do the energetic practices, even when they're clearing their trauma. And this error is both subtle and absolutely devastating to your financial success. The error is this: trying to manifest abundance while operating in opposition to natural cycles, forcing manifestation during periods that are meant for release, pushing for growth when nature is calling for integration. Here's what happens. You learn that you can shift timelines through frequency. So you start trying to force the shift. You do the coherence practice, but with an energy of urgency and desperation. You visualize abundance, but from a place of, I need this to work now. You're trying to plant seeds during winter. You're trying to harvest during spring. You're fighting against the natural rhythm of how manifestation actually works in the physical universe. The moon goes through phases. The earth goes through seasons. Your body goes through cycles. These aren't random. They're cosmic rhythms that govern the flow of energy, including financial energy, on this planet. When you try to manifest during a waning moon, a period of release and clearing, you're swimming upstream. When you try to hold on to money during a new moon, a period of planting seeds and new beginnings, you're blocking the flow. When you push for growth during your personal winter, you exhaust yourself and create resistance. Why is this so common? Because the Western mindset teaches more, faster, constant growth. We're told to hustle 24/7, to push through resistance, to override our bodies and nature's signals. But wealth manifestation doesn't work that way. The universe operates in cycles: expansion and contraction, planting and harvesting, holding and releasing, receiving and giving. When you work with these cycles, manifestation becomes effortless. The quantum field is already programmed to support these natural rhythms. Your body is already attuned to them. You're swimming with the current rather than against it. When you work against these cycles, you create internal incoherence. Your heart wants to expand, but the cosmic timing says integrate. Your mind wants to receive, but the lunar phase says release. This creates energetic friction, and friction blocks flow. The solution is sync your wealth manifestation practices with natural cycles, specifically the lunar phases and your own body's rhythms. Plant during the new moon, nurture during the waxing moon, harvest during the full moon, release during the waning moon. This isn't astrology or superstition. The moon's gravitational field affects the electromagnetic field of the Earth, which affects your electromagnetic field. Working with these cycles multiplies your manifestation power exponentially. So let's integrate everything you've learned about quantum wealth. First, you discovered that money is not something you chase. It's a frequency you broadcast. Quantum entanglement shows you're already connected to infinite timelines of abundance. Your nervous system has a financial set point programmed by age 7. The observer effect proves your consciousness literally collapses, which financial timeline becomes real. You learned about Dr. Bruce Lipton's research showing 95% of your financial reality is controlled by subconscious programming. You learned about quantum superposition, how all possible financial outcomes exist simultaneously until your observation collapses one into experience. You learned about HeartMath's discovery that your electromagnetic field broadcasts the signal that attracts or repels opportunities. Second, you saw how your body stores financial trauma as energetic blocks that physically prevent abundance from flowing. Dr. Bessel van der Kolk's research showed trauma lives in your tissues, not your thoughts. Chinese medicine's meridian system maps the exact channels where financial energy flows and where it gets blocked. You learned about the 3 brains, head, heart, gut, and how their coherence creates the magnetic field that attracts wealth. You learned about chakras as actual energetic centers, not metaphor, but measurable biofield phenomena, and how blocks in specific chakras create specific financial limitations. You learned that your heart generates an electromagnetic field 5,000 times stronger than your brain, and this field is literally broadcasting your wealth frequency into the quantum field 24/7. Third, you learned specific protocols to shift your frequency and clear the blocks. The daily wealth frequency activation, creating nervous system coherence before engaging with money. The pre-opportunity coherence protocol, establishing expansion frequency before financial interactions. The financial trauma release protocol, using breathwork and somatic practices to clear energetic blocks stored in your body. And you discovered the importance of aligning with natural cycles, the lunar phases, the Earth's electromagnetic rhythms, your body's own wisdom. These aren't manifestation techniques for positive thinking. These are precision instruments based on quantum mechanics, neuroscience, and energy medicine. This is how wealth actually works at the level of consciousness and physics. When you integrate these three, the quantum science of observation, the energetic clearing of blocks, and the practical application of natural cycles, you're not just learning about money, you're becoming a quantum conscious wealth creator who operates in alignment with how the universe actually functions. You're no longer fighting against your nervous system's programming. You're no longer blocked by unresolved trauma. You're no longer swimming against natural rhythms. You're in the flow, and in the flow, abundance is inevitable. Now, I want to hear your experience. What was your biggest insight watching this video? And what financial pattern do you recognize has been running in your life, possibly for years, or even inherited from your family? Leave that in the comments below. I read every single comment personally and respond. And here's what I want you to know. When you share your pattern publicly, you're already beginning to break it. There's power in naming what's been unconscious. So be honest, be vulnerable. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to recognize their own pattern. If you apply these protocols and start noticing shifts, unexpected money, new opportunities, a feeling of ease around finances, please come back and share. Your success creates permission for thousands of others to believe this is possible. If this video resonated with you, if you felt something shift in your body or your consciousness while watching, subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell. Every week I bring you new content integrating quantum physics, neuroscience, energy medicine, and practical wealth consciousness. Videos on manifestation, biofield healing, trauma release, and quantum timeline shifting, all grounded in science, all focused on creating real transformation. This isn't just a YouTube channel. This is a community of quantum conscious beings who are learning to create wealth from frequency rather than force. We're rewriting the rules. We're proving that abundance doesn't require sacrifice or suffering. It requires alignment. Join us. Your wealthy timeline is waiting. If you know someone who's struggling financially, who's working hard but hitting the same ceiling, who's carrying financial trauma or limiting beliefs, who's ready to understand the real science of wealth, share this video with them. Not everyone is ready for this information. Some people still believe wealth is only about external circumstances, but you'll know who's ready. You'll feel it. Trust that knowing. When you share this, you're not just forwarding a link. You're potentially changing someone's entire financial trajectory. You're offering them the key to a quantum leap. That's profound service. If you want to go even deeper into quantum wealth mastery, watch the video appearing on screen next, where I reveal the complete 90-day quantum abundance protocol, the exact daily practices, lunar rituals, and somatic clearings that consolidate everything you learned today into systematic transformation. Remember, you didn't randomly find this video. In the universe of infinite content, infinite videos, infinite possibilities, your consciousness collapsed the quantum wave function that led you here, to this exact moment, to this specific information. That's not algorithm. That's not luck. That's synchronicity. That's your higher self saying, yes, it's time. You're ready to understand wealth differently. You're ready to release the old programming. You're ready to step into quantum abundance. The fact that you watched all 60 minutes tells me something profound. You're not interested in quick fixes or surface-level manifestation tricks. You want the real science, the real mechanics, the real power to create lasting wealth from the inside out. And now you have it. You have within you the power to change your frequency. And when you change your frequency, you change your financial reality. This isn't wishful thinking. It's quantum mechanics. This isn't spiritual bypassing. It's neuroscience and energy medicine. This isn't manifesting magic. It's understanding how consciousness, energy, and matter actually interact to create physical reality. Your financial struggle is not about worthiness. It's not about punishment. It's not about bad luck. It's about a frequency mismatch, energetic blocks, and working against natural cycles, all of which you now know how to correct. Your past doesn't define your financial future because your past doesn't even exist, except as present moment neural activation. Your wealth ceiling isn't fixed because it's just a thermostat setting you can reprogram. Your opportunities aren't limited because infinite timelines exist simultaneously, and you can shift into the abundant one. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a quantum-conscious creator, capable of navigating financial timelines intentionally. So start today. Start right now. The moment this video ends. Do the daily wealth frequency activation. Spend 10 minutes in heart coherence. Feel the frequency of abundance in your body, not as something you're trying to get, but as something you're allowing to flow through you. The quantum field is responsive. The universe is waiting for your signal. Your abundant timeline exists right now, parallel to this one, just one frequency shift away. All you have to do is broadcast the frequency and select it. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, remember, you are not defined by your bank account. You are not limited by your past financial experiences. You are not at the mercy of economic conditions. You are consciousness itself, infinite, creative, abundant, temporarily focused in this physical reality, learning to master the quantum mechanics of wealth creation. Stay coherent, stay clear, keep releasing the blocks, keep aligning with natural cycles, and watch as the universe reorganizes to match your new frequency. The quantum field of abundance is yours to navigate.